So a few weeks ago, it was my best mate's wedding. Uh, I was the best man, so there was a lot of preparation towards this wedding, and Muffins knows this because we spent a lot of time apart during this time. Uh,
I was sad.
so this is there was
He was
one
sad.
thing that happened during while we are getting the suits fitted. There was this old lady who my friend tipped me while we are going up there. Like I was in here yesterday, and this lady was totally filling me up. Like I'm like, okay, should I just be careful of her? And he goes, yeah. So she didn't fill me up, but she goes over to my friend who's largely bigger than me. Like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say, I don't want to be offensive to him, but he's like bigger, rounded. Um, and she goes up
Oh.
to him and starts feeling his neck, and he's like, what's wrong? And she goes, we're gonna have to get a bigger shirt for you. And, and he and he
Wow.
said, okay. And she goes, you play rugby, don't you? And he goes, yeah. And she goes, you got a rugby neck. And he's like, okay. Anyway, I told
Is that a
this.
thing? Hmm.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Anyway, I told these two twins that really funny jokers around things like this. And they were at the wedding, and just as we were walking into the reception, and he had his partner, and they were walking like this music playing. One of the twins randomly yells out, "Rugby neck!" and everyone turns and
Oh.
looks at him, and the guy was that embarrassed he goes bright red with with his cheeks,
Oh,
and
wow.
me and the guy who was getting married just cracked up laughing. We couldn't hold it in, and we're crying, and everyone was just looking at us like, "What's going on? Like, what is this?" So yeah, that was.
So frightening. While he was going down the aisle, they said that?
No, no. While they were going to the reception, there was a little bit before we
Oh,
had the
okay.
dance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. I've had a few people get married recently actually in the past, I guess. Um, I think the most recent one would be my sister-in-law. And so she got married. She flew from California to come back here to my home state of Indiana to get married with her fiance, Don, we'll call him. And they are very religious. And so going down the aisle, my oldest son at the time was like 3 or 4, and they wanted him to be the ring bearer. And so he had never even practiced. There was no like practice or anything. They were just like, okay, suit him up and we're going to send him down. And so he was coming down the aisle towards them with the little pillow and everything. And about halfway down towards the altar, he got scared and
Oh.
just kind of like detoured off into the pews
Oh
and
no.
just hid with the pillow, with the rings, and they had to come get it. So that was interesting for him. And of course, my husband, who was her brother, was standing up at the altar, and I was one of the bridesmaids. So my son, who didn't have a parent like helping him, had no place to go. He was like, I don't know what to do. So he was just hiding. And
Oh
so
my.
that's my wedding story for the day. That was pretty interesting.
The funny thing is, I did the exact. I was at my pup's wedding, but I dropped the rings and lost them underneath the
Oh
chairs.
no.
So we
Oh
spent
no.
half an hour trying to find the rings.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's when I was
Yeah, I
like,
guess
oh,
they're supposed to put a little fake ring on the pillow instead of the real one now, just to ensure the expensive ones don't disappear.
yeah.
Hmm.
So the kid's like 3 or 4. He must have been scared out of his mind.
I'm pretty sure he was. Well, and there's like all the little people, sitting there watching him,
Yeah.
and he had been explained exactly what he was supposed to do, but he didn't really know. They're little; they don't know what to do. They're just like, to do. I've got a pillow. Let's go hide because people are staring at me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, geez. Moon's coming up, guys. We should probably head on in.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, gotta go check out my friend Rugby Nick.
Rugby deck.
I haven't seen him in about 2 weeks, actually.
Rugby neck.
Poor guy. Getting felt at by an old lady.
Oh, sorry. You probably felt pretty bad about that. Oh, there's an Iron Golem dude. I didn't see him
That's
before.
my brother.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oki's cousin Claus. Okay.
He's
Very nice.
yeah, he's my cousin. Sorry, I don't speak to him much anymore.